What do you get? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Justice. What do we want now? What do we want? Justice. What do we want now? What do we want? Justice. What do we want? Now. Justice. Now. Justice.
I know say many people will never reach here because they fear it is some people won't come do some kind craze. But we, the righteous and progressive people of this country, we are here to protect ourselves and our ideas. You know, people wait inside this government office where they are our back now. Everybody they act surprised, like say they don't know say things no good for this country. They act surprised, like say they drive past all the slum where they for Lagos to come for their work every day. When they will come forget, say they never do their work complete. You don't understand? You see, they say they want reform police, make them increase police salary. If police don't like him work, make himself come strike. We no dey here to help police increase salary. We dey here to help the students get good education. To help our mothers get good health care. To bring services to the old and the aged of this country. Make every poor Nigerian child, even rich Nigerian child, feel achieve in potential for Nigeria. And they always ask Nigerian youth, if you be rocket scientist and you get talent for this country, can you stay here? No. Now those rocket scientists, nine the day for road, where police go they harass, say they be Sars, they be 419, they be Yahoo boy. Create program for them. You go see say they go there for street, they do Yahoo. And police, make police no come tell me say he no like fraudster. If fraudster get money, now police they protect them. All our politicians they be fraudster. Our police they protect them. So not be fraud, now police they protect for Nigeria. When they attack young people, they attack you because you are expressing yourself. African youth must not express themselves. Ordinarily say you ask police, say, Oga, what I do, now slap. If you ask your teacher for class, your lecturer for university, say I don't understand, now failure. You must be quiet. So your dreadlock is also a form of expression. You must not express yourself. Your tattoo is a form of expression. They attack it because you must not express yourself. But we don't dare here today say, we are free people. This is 2020. Me, I not come end Sars because at the event say they add police reform. Which cause I know any police from today when beat Nigerian youth for streets, we go beat them. We don't need government. We don't need government to help us do that one. No. We don't need government. See, not the only Sars, they harass people. Government thugs, as they come here yesterday, that's why they harass every bus driver every day. Go they collect their money. Harass every market woman every day. Go they collect their money. Not the only Sars. They send Sars for us. They still send thugs to our artisans. Carpenter, they pay them. Bricklayer must pay them. What did they happen? Which kind of mafia government is this one? From today, we not agree again, no. Me, I not there here to explain with police, say, no beat Nigerian people. We don't there here to end oppression. We are here to end oppression, not the only Sars. All of them, they use G-class bulletproof. They work out for road, for country where no get good road. End oppression for Nigeria. Me, I there here, they say some people won't come fight. Me say, now see my boots. When I see my, we go kill ourselves here. No story. That's why me I come here today. All those who are also the talk when they say they bring yes, may they come back today. May they come back. Greatest Nigerian people. All of them are waiting for house. Not when they come for Alausa. When they waiting for island, not when they go to okay. Don't until we get what we want. Our sister they won't kill the energy. They go negotiate with ASU. Now today they don't say ASU they strike. Say our own children not they go school. When their own children they for London, they for America, they for Canada. Now they won't pay ASU 30 billion. Abi. May they open their school, we no one go yet. What did they teach us inside the school? What did they teach us? Nonsense. Nonsense. We don't take their work. Nonsense. So when we finish, we don't do anything. We don't go anywhere. Until we change Nigeria. Now here we go. Greatest Nigerian people.
When they tryna run me, I go from don't you ever treat me like a bad energy, I
Sir,
Good morning.
how do you feel here being among the youth to stand for a change in Nigeria?
The point is, this is beyond the youth.
Okay,
This is the awakening.
okay,
Because when the time comes, when the supplication of the people gets to the right spot, the unity request will match everybody's expectation. This is divine because there is no leader, there is no instigator to this. People are just, they just wake up once. And the government will have to understand that now that people have gotten their voice and they've gotten their mojo to understand that without raising arms, without destroying things, they can actually express themselves with dignity and respect and their voices will be heard. That way, the government will now pick that instead of going through this constant protest, which is peaceful and must be allowed, do we go through this or give people the development so that before they even ask, it would have been provided? And of course, this is like the starting. Every Nigerian should understand that nothing is going to be achieved without sacrifice. We were not raised to sacrifice, to endure, because previously we grew up through brutality, colonial era to military era, so we were not really allowed to enjoy this kind of democracy. But now that it's sinking in, the government will prefer, which is what they want to do, to develop the society, bring good programs, than allow people to protest. Because you cannot stop people from protesting. So that is the difference now. Nobody is hating on anybody. The states we are now, we are all responsible for it. And now that's what we're saying. Government, come together. Police, stop brutality. The major tool for silence in Nigeria long ago is fear and brutality. And that is why the Sars campaign is so huge and so important to the prosperity of this nation, the way forward. If we take brutality away, people will be so free to express themselves and demand for what they want without even committing crime. But you are even bringing brutality before they even request for anything, so that they can't demand for what they want. Now that we want to take away the fear, now that people understand that, don't fear the gun, don't fear it. Government officials are your choice, are your wishes. You stayed under the same sun to elect them. So if they don't listen to you, you stay under the same sun to demand for what you want. So why would a reasonable person want to disrupt such? We were staying under the sun to vote for you. You will cancel it, we will still come back without collecting a dime. That means we will take away collecting money for votes. We will willingly vote for you, stress ourselves. That is the honor. If there is any dignity left in any politician, that is a sacrifice you should respect. So do this for us and start making these answers. Let's stop brutality. First and foremost, they should reform police officers. They should now upgrade human rights education and examination. It should be very focal. It should be an independent course, apart from all other training. Then, how will a common man get justice if he is brutalized, abused, or tortured in the police station? Now, there is no law that back it up. There is no way a normal Nigerian can easily say, I have been battered, because there is no way to document it. And it's still going on. So most of the police stations, they should mandate no police station in any part should not have CCTV. Nobody should be interrogated without video or audio recording. So when you are being abused during interrogation, it will be there.
That is the demand. But the thought is just end SARS. It is not ending the officers, but ending the kind of orientation they have now. And that is why we're still here. And the next one, of course, is later. Other aspects of the economy that needs to be restructured. Education is important. After security, education. Every other thing will now fall in place. Health, road, they will sort themselves. People will create jobs for themselves. Because entrepreneurs, middle class citizens, they build the economy. So that will sort itself when other things are in place. That is the demand, but they are not talking about it. They have not touched on that, and you want us to go back home. Go back where?
The primary objective of this protest has been achieved. That is, government is banning SARS. So why can't we stop the protest and wait for government for that action?
That is what I have just said. Sir, we are not wayward. We are not enjoying the protest. We are only enjoying the pain because we are going through pain already. They only yielded to the call, but they have not acted on it. And it should be pragmatic action. They didn't listen carefully to how they should end it. Ending it means that you admit that majority of the police officers lack human rights understanding. Police officers all over the world should enshrine, dictate your fundamental rights to you. Even when you don't remember, they are the ones to remind you, not take it away from you. They are supposed to give it to you. When you need to get medical, they give it to you. When you need to be listened to, they give it to you. When you have right to an attorney, they give it to you. Those things are what they have not addressed. That if a lawyer should come into a police station and you don't allow the lawyer to see his client, what will be the consequence? How will other police officers in the same station reprimand and punish that kind of officers? It's not about a name. It's not about a particular politician. It's about a value and a system that we want as a nation. That is what we are speaking about. This is the kind of system and a procedure that would dignify police officer himself and even the suspects. You understand? Why are police officers going with rifles all the time? Why are they not with bulletproof all the time? Why are they not well equipped? Why are they not looking smart? Why are they not comporting themselves? Their choices of word and actions and all that. That is what we are talking about. You understand? So at the end of the day, when we have that, we're beginning to have the kind of end SARS we're talking about. That they have not ended it. They have not even started the process of ending it because that reformation have not started and they have not even brought that in.
Thank you so much for your time. And just to say to the Nigerian youth out there, what do you want to say to them? Because we hear civil servants are resuming on Monday. We hear ASU is being cut off on Monday. So we would like you to say something to the Nigerian youth. What do you want to say to the general public?
What I want to say to the Nigerian youth is that number one, your first victory started when you took away fear. When you had, there is cutlasses, guns, and you decided to still stand. It's because you understand the essence of your citizenship. You understand that British, Americans, Germans will not travel down to protest for us. We will start the protest and they probably join. You understand that the meaning of your citizenship is support yourself to ensure that life is better for the next person. It is when you look out for the next person, somebody will look out for you. That has not been our value before. Our parents tell us, or anyone, be careful how you do good. They don't tell us how to care for people. We go to school, our education till now in 2020 in Nigeria has never touched on national emergency number. That is a major rescue and emergency in everywhere in the world. No Nigerian, we are always with empty values. We're only taught about Christianity, Islam, we're only taught about kneeling down and prostrating. We're not taught that we should care for the next person. We're not taught in school that if your sister fall down, if you see somebody falling down, call national emergency. Education wa ọjọ́ débẹ̀ nítorí pé tó bá débẹ̀ orí wájú wa pín papọ̀. We'll be talking about that now. That is the kind of answers we're talking about because with national emergency number there will be a total reduction in armed robbery, in theft, in kidnapping, in domestic violence, in even all these vices that brings brutality. That is the reform we want. They have not talked about national emergency number and you're asking us to go back home. How much will it cost to have it? It's all the parties there, all the mobile network are there. Just raise it up and then we go have a battle. That is what we're saying. We are not your enemy police. The police will enjoy this more eventually because with security, if you get security right, the next thing will start falling in place. I've been wearing this cloth. I decided not to change my clothes anything since Monday. 5 days on, I didn't shower, I didn't do anything. I'm just like this. I want to feel the pain. Those that died and were buried with one cloth, what they felt, it's smelling, it's itching my body. That is the pain you should try and sample yourself with. Raise your children with a culture of sacrifice, duty of care, duty of freedom of expression. That is the society we want. Give it to us, and that is not too much. And justice for those that died. We want.
Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate you, sir. Thank you.